class. Hope you all are safe at home, right? Please follow the SMS, social distance, mask, and soap. Frequently wash your hands with your soap. Whatever soap will be available at home, please wash your hands frequently for 20 seconds. And please cover your face with mask and maintain the distance between the people, and at home also please maintain social distance with your family members. So these all things will protect us from the infectious diseases. Now you better already in the previous class, in the previous videos, we have done our lesson number 1. Now here we are going to do the small recap of our lesson number 1 in detail. Right? Now the name of the lesson is our verb. I hope you all are ready with your textbook, pencil and eraser. Please be attentive when the class is going on, and please focus what teachers are telling to you. Right? And follow the instructions given by them. Right? Now the name of the first lesson is about our verb. We have discussed many things about our verb. Now let them do once again in detail here. Now first topic of the lesson is about the shape of the earth. Right? What is the shape of the earth? The shape of this earth is spherical in shape. What is the shape of the earth here? Spherical in shape. And who is the person? Who is the person who gave the shape of our sphere of the earth is Ferdinand Magellan. Ferdinand Magellan is a person who said that, who proved that the earth is not in the flat surface but it is in the round in shape. Round in shape is nothing but the spherical shape. Right? Now here, moving to the next point, that is the globes and the maps. What is the globe and what is the map? Globe is nothing but it is a small module of the earth. It is a small module of the earth. Right? Now on the globe we can able to locate the continents, countries, water bodies. Right? These are the important things we can able to locate on the globe. Now here this globe is nothing but a small module of the earth, and we can able to carry the globe wherever we go. No, it is not possible. Why? Because the globe will be small in size, big in size, and it is spherical in shape like a ball. We can't keep the ball in our pocket. In the same way here also we can't carry the globe wherever we go. And next one, and that is about the maps. What is a map? It is a representation of the earth on the flat surface. Of the flat surface or on the paper, which wherever we are drawing on the paper. This is a representation of the earth. Why I have drawn the India map? Why? Because India is also a country which is a part of the Asian continent. Asian continent is a part of the world. So here the map, the representation of the earth can be drawn on the piece of paper on the earth. Right? So this is a map. Now about the map, we have learned different things also in the last class. That is about the types of maps. Right? About the types of maps. The types of maps, here we have three important maps, three types of maps. First one is a political map. Political maps which says about the places like states, countries, districts. Right? Now, second one is the physical map. Physical map which says about the different types of landforms which are made by the nature itself. Different types of landforms can be seen with the help of the physical map. Now moving to the third one, that is a thematic map. Thematic map. Thematic map is nothing but which will give the information in detail about the one particular subject. That one particular subject may be about the industries in one particular map, about the agriculture in one particular map, like that. So these are the types of the maps. Now to draw the map and to make very easy as per our convenience, here the important features are very important. Following the important features are very important. First one is directions. Without direction we can't reach our destination or we can't reach our place very easily. It will be very difficult without knowing the directions. And second one is the scale. What is the scale here? Actual or the real thing we can't able to draw on the paper. So what we are doing? We are reducing its size or we are reducing its shape and we are putting on the map. And what is the third one? Signs or symbols. Signs or symbols. Here, as you trees, we can draw. Yes, with the help of the small identification mark, we can draw the trees. We can draw the police station here. No. So what we are writing? Here we are writing the PS. PS is nothing but the police station, and PO is post office. So like this, we can able to use the signs and symbols to represent the places. Now moving to the fourth one, that is the colors. With the help of the colors, we can able to identify the different types of landforms. Example, for the roads, which color we will use mostly? The black dark color. So it is roads are in black color. For the roads we are using the black. For the forest we are using green. So like this we are using the different colors for the representation of the particular landforms. Now moving to the next part, that is the continents and the oceans. How many what are the continents and the oceans? Now here on the surface of the earth we have the different types of landforms. Yes or no? Those all landforms will be considered under the continents. So here our earth occupied 71% of the land mass and 29% of water body. Right? Now with 71% of the landforms, all the continents, countries will be covered. And in 29% of the water body, all the 5 oceans are considered. Now how many continents are there? Continents are 7. Here we have 7 continents and 5 oceans. Now among all 7 continents, which is the largest continent? Pacific. Pacific is the largest continent and the smallest continent is Australia. Right? Among all the 7 continents, Asia, Australia, Antarctica, Africa, Europe, North America, South America. Among all these continents, Asia is the largest continent and Australia is the smallest continent. Now next, moving to the oceans. Here we have the 5 important oceans. First one is Pacific Ocean. Second one, Arctic Ocean. Next, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean. Next, Southern Ocean. Southern Ocean is also known as the Austral Ocean. Southern Ocean also known as the Austral Ocean. Right? Now, among all the 5 important oceans, which is the largest ocean here? Largest ocean is Pacific Ocean, and it is the very deepest ocean. And which is the smallest ocean? Arctic Ocean. Smallest ocean is Arctic Ocean. So with this we have completed the third learning objective. This is 7 continents and the 5 oceans. Among all the 7 continents, Asia is the largest continent. Australia is the smallest continent. Now, among the 5 important oceans, Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean, Arctic Ocean is the smallest ocean. Now, next one is about the latitudes and longitudes. about the latitudes and longitudes. Latitudes are nothing but here the imaginary lines which are drawn by the scientists to identify the places very easily. They are not here on the ground wherever we are walking. We can't see any lines. Right? Here the latitudes and the longitudes are the imaginary lines which are drawn for our comfort to locate the places very easily. The lines which are going across from west to east or east to west is known as latitude. And the lines which are going across from north to south is the longitude. Right? The largest line is equator, Mongolian altitude, and the line which is intersecting all the latitudes at the center is known as the longitude. It is also a meridian, right? This is a latitude. The intersection of both the latitudes and longitudes are joining at one place. This is known as grid. Now with the help of this point we can know about in which place one particular state or the one particular country is lying, and about the time, about the weather conditions of the place can be identified very easily. Now with this we have done a small revision of our lesson. Now moving to the exercise part which is there in our textbook. Now we are going to do that. Now please hold the pencils and concentrate when I am giving the answers. Right? Please take out page number 322. Page 322. Already I gave this as a homework. Please cross check whether you have done the answer correct or whether your answer is correct or not. Now warm up. We live on the planet Earth. It is our world. There are many things which make Earth a unique planet. Search these things in the given grid. Now here we have the box. Right? Now in this, what are the things are present on the Earth? You have to write. Just write here only. Warm up. In the first line you have land, L-A-N-D, land. Now on the planet Earth we can see the land. Yes, we can see the land on which every day we walk, we sleep, we eat, we play. Right? Now second one in the fourth line there you have the plants. Next water, night, oxygen, air. These are the important things which we can feel, which we can touch, which we can see, which we are feeling every day in our day-to-day life. These are the important 5 things are existing on our Mother Earth, nothing but the motherland. Now moving to the page number, picture study, page number 325. Page 325, picture study. Can you identify this picture here? Here in the textbook, page number 325, the picture is given for you. Please identify the picture and write the name of the statue. Right? You can able to see this picture. Where you can see? Yes, in our TVs regularly, mostly in the National Geographic channels, or in the news, or even discussing about one particular place in the Discovery channels also we can see these all things. So the first one is nothing but the Statue of Liberty. S-T-A-T-U-E, Statue of Liberty. And it is located in which continent? Right, America. America is in North America. So here the second answer is North America. This statue is found in New York, and New York is a part of the North American continent. Right, now moving to the next page. Now page number 327, checkpoint. Page 327, checkpoint. Page 327, checkpoint we are doing. First one. A dash is a three-dimensional model of the Earth. A. Globe. B. Map. C. Grid. Answer is globe. Answer is globe. Now, second one. Dash is the largest continent. What is the largest continent? Just now we have learned. Answer is Asia. Now, the third one. The dash is also known as the Australasian. Which ocean is known as the Australasian? Right answer is Southern Ocean. Southern Ocean. Now last one. The Greenwich is a village in which country? Right answer is London. Now turn the page. Right. Page number 328. Page 328. Fill in the blanks. The dash is a two-dimensional representation of the Earth. Three-dimensional is a globe and the two-dimensional is a map. First one is map. Now second one. Dash are parallel lines. What are the parallel lines? Here the longitudes are going from north to south, but the latitudes are the parallel lines. The second answer will be the latitudes. Third one. Dash is the smallest continent in the world. What is the largest continent is Asia, right? And the smallest continent is Australia. Next, fourth one. Latitudes and longitudes are intersect to make a web-like structure called a grid. The dash is considered as a 0 degree longitude. It is nothing but the meridian. M-E-R-I-D-I-A-N. Meridian. Right? Now moving to the page number 329. Page 329. Match the following. Right? Now column A and column B is there with you. Here please keep the brackets in between the two columns and write the answers there. Now first one is Tropic of Cancer. What's Tropic of Cancer? In which degree latitude you can see here? Answer is 23.5 degree north. So first one will be the D. Now moving to the second one. Now Tropic of Capricorn. The Tropic of Cancer faces towards the northern hemisphere and the Tropic of Capricorn will face towards the southern direction. So the answer is 23.5 degrees south. So the answer is C. Third one. Arctic Circle. Arctic Circle is in north direction. So answer is B. Please don't get confused. On both the sides will be having the same degrees, but the directions will be different. When they are facing towards the north, it will represent as N. When they are facing towards the south, it represents in the letter S. Now Antarctic Circle is 66.5 degrees south. Answer is A. Right? Now moving to the same bit. This is a B bit and this is a C bit. Now state whether these statements are true or false. The shape of the earth is a perfect sphere. It's a perfect sphere? No, the answer is wrong. The first answer is false. Now second one. The equator is the most important line of longitude, marked as 180 degrees. Just now we said that the 0 degree latitude will be the equator, but here equator is given as a 180 degrees of longitude. So it is wrong. The answer is false. Now third one. The Pacific Ocean is the smallest ocean? No, the Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean and the smallest ocean is Arctic Ocean. The answer is false. Now fourth one. The Indian Ocean is the largest ocean in the world. No. Here he gave Pacific Ocean as the smallest ocean and Indian Ocean as the largest ocean. So that is wrong. Which is the smallest ocean here? Arctic Ocean is the smallest and largest is Pacific. India name is wrong. So answer will be false. Now fifth one, last one. The longitudes run from north to south. Yes, this is the correct answer. So answer will be the true. With this we have done our exercises of lesson number 1. Right? Now here your homework will be, please copy these all things in your textbook neatly and without mistake. Homework. Revise the lesson 1 exercise bits. I hope you have copied neatly and correctly. Please follow the instructions given by the teachers and by your parents.